Good evening and welcome to October Health and Education Committee. The first thing we need to do on the agenda here is the approval of the minutes, and I need a motion to do that.
So moved.
Ms. Cook, thank you. Mr. Soriano, thank you. All in favor of the motion to approve the minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. We're off to a great start. First order of business is the community care report. Maybe you have the minutes, of course, from their October 4th meeting. You've had those for a while, I guess, and looked them over. So is there any Ms. Cook, anything that major that need to call attention to it? I noticed we've got pretty good money collection coming in, but you're on the committee. What
We're
you
working on it.
You're working? Well, evidently so. Yeah, but anything else that you might need to add?
No, it seems to be doing real good. Community care.
Okay. We haven't been out there in a while. We may need to give some thought to that. We'll try to go when the sun is up, since some people want the sun to be up when we go out there.
It's not going to be up for a while.
No.
Wait until the time change.
I've waited till the time change, so we're certainly looking at spring. Mr. Mayor, any comment? Are we in good shape on community care as far as, I think we have I'll just say it.
The census is good, their receivables are continuing to be good. They're having some small construction work there that most of the money has been supplied through a grant for some of the demolition and for most of this work they're going to be doing through the Christy Houston Foundation. So they're gradually making some improvements.
Upgrading their information systems, it looks like, their information systems.
Yeah, they're making some, some of their hardware has to be upgraded and to still be, you might say, in the state of art.
We got someone living in the house now, which is good.
I would like to meet out there. It's one of my favorite places. Dates back for over 20 years when the place struggled.
Right.
It wasn't one of my favorite places.
Right.
But now it is.
I noticed it says here Mr. King just completed his 12th year. That's one reason the place isn't struggling. Or the main reason, in my opinion. The man does a wonderful job, and I can't say enough good things about him.
I think he is. We need to bring him up here and tell him that, I guess. Oh, we have told him, but he is a professional in every sense of the word, and I'm delighted that he is
They
doing
have
that.
a real good cook out there too.
Oh, well, now you do
Yeah,
this.
that's right.
He's Mexican. He is really a good cook.
Well, okay. Sounds good. Okay, well, we have a wonderful report here, and everybody likes Mr. King, so we're in great shape. I need a motion to approve Mr. King's report.
Move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Phillips, thank you. Commissioner Churton, thank you. All in favor of approving the report, please say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Of course, there is none. Ms. Garrett,
Yes, sir.
Health Department.
I'll bring my water with me. I have a little laryngitis
Yeah,
today.
she's a little croupy. You should have a copy of the Health Department report.
It's on the back page is my normal report that I submit to you guys. And our numbers are right where we would expect. Our dental numbers dropped a little. Unfortunately, our dentist, when we started full-time, went to 3 days a week, 2 days a week. Now he's down to 1 day a week. So we're doing as much as we can with 1 day a week dentist. And if there's any dentists who are interested in working with us, they can contact us.
Okay.
But all our other numbers are right where we would expect them to be this time of year.
You're not feeling too well, that means you didn't take it.
It's bronchitis, not flu.
That's what they all say.
Have you had a lot of flu shots given out?
It's been moderate at our facility. It's been moderate at our facility because it's so readily available everywhere. So, to repeat from last month, we have it available every day except Wednesdays. So every day, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, from 8 to 4. You just walk in, no appointment needed.
Mhm.
And the maximum fee you would pay would be $25, and that's
Mhm.
based on your family size and your income. It could slide if you need that too.
Do you still have it St. Clair also?
Yes, yes, we just did our big push at St. Clair, and I think we did close to 200 vaccinations there.
Cool.
Yeah, and then Laverne and Smyrna, we did a little bit there at both of their senior centers. After last month, they called and wanted me to come back out and do one, so we went out there. Because last month I had told you that they had gotten another plan, so whatever, we went out and did some flu shots for them.
And how's the health department doing?
Moving right along. We are trying to do that last minute stuff that happens when you're trying to get your certificate to operate or open. And so we're hopeful very soon that we'll get that, and then we can work on getting the interiors done, like the chairs and desks for the classrooms and the projector screens and that kind of thing for the classrooms. So hopefully soon. But it's beautiful. Y'all are going to be very proud of it. It looks really nice. And I've already got people from the community contacting me about doing classes there and wanting to build partnerships, because there's not a lot in Smyrna in that realm to offer. So, and we named each one of the rooms community education rooms, 1, 2, and 3, so that they're big and they're open for everybody to use. So.
Anything else you want to add? Any further questions for Ms. Garrett? You look like you have something you want to add.
I was just going to tell you a few of the projects we've been working on, but y'all do the report
All right,
first.
we need to approve the report, I think. Need a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve the report.
Mr. Jordan, thank you. Second?
Second.
Commissioner Allen, thank you very much. All in favor of approval for the report, the Health Department, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, and there is none. And Ms. Garrett, go ahead.
Okay, so I just wanted to give you a couple of updates from our health education program. Some good things that are happening, and we did some press releases for this information. But for Child Health Week, which is the first week in October, we published some information about, we had declining infant mortality rates. So we went from 626 deaths of infants to 587, which is a good amount decrease. We hope to always keep that number going down. We're really focusing on safe sleep right now. Children being in the crib without pillows and stuff and bumpers and all that by themselves and on their back. Those are the 3 things that are so important in safe sleep for children, to help even bring that number down, because 1 is too many. And that's something I see a lot, that is the education needed in safe sleep. People think it's okay to put them in the bed with them, or my mom did it this way, or my grandma did it that way, but we know better now, and it's better to have them in the crib by themselves, in a not a lot of blankets or pillows, stuffed animals in there, and always on their back. So that's kind of one of our pushes that we've been working on.
How's that education accomplished?
We do it in many different ways. We've even tried targeting seniors, because they have a lot of control in their families. They're often the matriarchs or patriarchs of the family. And if we can convince them that this is the way to do it now, even though you maybe did it this way, or you know of a different way, that the research shows this is the best way, then when they talk to their children or their grandchildren about raising children. So we've tried that. We talk to all the WIC participants that come in. We hold breastfeeding and childbirth classes that are free of charge, whereas most places charge for those. We hold them and they're free, and in each of those we're doing a lot of communication about that. We try to do press releases about it to get it into the news. So, and we're really trying to think outside the box with some new marketing things, like possibly doing a campaign on the movie theater, screens and things like that, to try to get it to the mainstream information. We showed a decreasing trend in the percentage of low and very low birth weights over the past 5 years. So that was really good. We are improving our percentage of children with health insurance. We're decreasing deaths due to motor vehicle collisions among teens. And we have decreasing number of babies born to moms who smoke during their pregnancy. Though in Rutherford County, a little caveat, that is a high number for us. We do have a lot of moms who smoke during pregnancy. So again, we try to talk a lot in those WIC visits. We try to get the press involved in that. We talk in the childbirth classes, that kind of thing, to get the message that smoking is not good during pregnancy. It's not good anytime, but it's especially harmful during pregnancy. We continue to improve in our kids count. Kids count is kind of the measure of how healthy a state's kids are, and it's a report that comes out every year. And we continue to improve, and this year we were the highest we've ever been. We still have lots of room to improve. We were 36th, but that's higher than we've ever been before. So we targeted that first week in October to really focus on child health, and we did some community events with our health education in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne. We participated in the National Night Out. That's the organization plan that we do with many community partners to educate people about services and let them meet their community members, their police officers, their health department, their fire department. We did a Better Me, Better You program with the Discovery Center. We had over 250 families that participated in that, just teaching them about healthier choices for their family, budgeting, groceries, all kinds of things come into that. We worked with the preschool kids at YMCA, 3 to 6 year olds, doing Elmo Goes to the Doctor, just trying to keep them not afraid of doctors. Doctors are not bad, and not to be so scared when they go to the doctor. So we worked on that. We worked with Smyrna Middle and Smyrna High School to motivate the children to get their physicals. This age group, middle school and high school, are where they stop getting their regular checkups. Mom doesn't think to take you to the doctor, usually, except when you're a baby. And once you've gotten all your shots and all this, they think, well, we don't really need to go unless they need a sports physical or something is mandated for them to do it. So we really try to target that middle and high school age. And we spent a lot of time with Smyrna this year doing that. Partnered with the Discovery Center on Hispanic Heritage Day, helping spread the health messages through the Hispanic community for children and family. We also completed our first chronic disease self-management class. We are teaching that at St. Clair's, and this is for any adult. It's a 6-week class, and it just teaches people who have diabetes or hypertension or asthma how to better manage their disease and how to be an active participant in their health care. And we had about 20 participants in this first class. They came all 6 weeks, and they were raving about it. They really enjoyed it. They couldn't believe it was for free, and they were going to recommend it to a lot of people. So if there's anybody interested in that, it's open to any Rutherford County resident with a chronic disease, and it's totally free.
How often does it run?
We're basing it on need right now, and this was our first one we've ever done, so depending on how much demand. But we have several doctors who are referring to us, and then of course our own clinic patients are referred to us, and then we partner with UT Extension Center, and they have a lot of community members that they talk in front of and get in people to sign up then as well. So I just wanted to give you a little update on what we had done for Child Health Week and what our health education department was doing.
I don't know what to say, but bravo to y'all.
Yeah.
Sound like that's,
We've
all
got
of that
some
is
great
excellent.
ladies that are doing some wonderful stuff down there. So
Okay, Ms. Garrett.
thank you all
very,
so
very
much.
Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, terrific job. Ms. Jolly is with us this evening, and with the special projects report, and she's going to explain in detail the entire report, figure by figure. Well, it's lengthy and complicated.
Yes. Actually, if you have any questions, you can-
That would be a good
I'll try to
time.
answer them. Because I don't really have anything to point out.
Well, I do notice that Stewart's Creek is actually at the halfway point, and that's great news. And if you get a chance to stop by there, it's only, well, we all know where it is. It's just about a mile off the road there, off the interstate, so you can go by and take a look at it. 2 stories, and it's really starting to take shape. I did get a chance, I told you last time, to tour the Eagleville facility, because I was out of town when they had their open house, and went out and looked at it, and they are still doing a lot of touch-up work and painting and that whatnot, but minor things. But I just thought I'd give you report. I think Mr. Tollett would entertain anybody coming out and looking at it. I can tell you this, that they are absolutely thrilled. I went into each one of the classrooms and he was just, I don't know how to describe it. He was just so excited, really, particularly about his computers. He's got a complete class, put all the computers in the same room. A lot of schools did that. And they bring a class in there from every grade level. But anyway, he didn't ask for any of that, but it was very impressive. And they are tickled to death with their new wing, or whatever you want to call it, with classrooms. So that's terrific. Anything on Mr. Tollett's report that?
Eagleville Edition, are they all due and all done?
As far as I mean, we're not through paying out everything
Really?
yet.
Okay, I was just getting ready to say that $155,000 is not, it's not money we can use someplace else yet.
Not
Keep your
yet.
hands off that.
Giving you a chance for questions if there are any.
No, but it might be worth mentioning that I think at 6:30 tonight at Smyrna High School, they're going over, the school officials are going over the zoning for that community, so.
Mr. Soriano and I went to the Riverdale rezoning meeting, and this is obviously something that we do not have no say-so in whatsoever. But I think it's fair to say that they were listening to everybody was there and were considering whatever individual problems that about maybe 15, perhaps 20 of the citizens might have had. And they can come from anywhere. So there could have been a Laverne person there that night. He didn't have to wait for it to come to Laverne. And you're right, tonight is Smyrna night, isn't it? So this is the third of four meetings that they will have, and looking how they're going to rezone. So school board working hard on that. Back to Ms. Jolly's report. I need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Ms. Cook, thank you. A second. Ms. Soriano, thank you. All in favor of the report, please say aye.
Aye.
And opposed? And there are none, and in good shape? Okay, Ms. Jolly, thank you so very, very much. Incidentally, just ask you all, are you all getting your reports over the new Brian Robertson thing? I don't even know enough about what to call it. But where county
Email.
stuff comes, email with the county, the emails come directly to you on with your special little number and all that kind of stuff? Okay, all right. So is that where you got this one this time?
Yeah, I hadn't checked it out yet.
No?
I couldn't print it off.
You couldn't print it. Another person had a problem. I couldn't get mine last time.
I couldn't open mine this time on my regular email. I didn't go to the county.
I didn't go to the county.
Mine said corrupted file or something like that, and it wouldn't open it, but every now and then it does that.
I don't
Oh,
use
yeah, mine too. Mine too. It'll say error found, and then that's it. That's the end of that.
Yeah.
It's all over when that happens. But this time it did come to me through the county website, which seems to work. I get your minutes. I got everything from every committee, and I get frequent reports of people sleeping on the floor, so at the jail. So I assume you get those as well. Okay, you seem delighted with that news. I know you can look around and see that there is no one here from the school board tonight, and there's a reason for that. Mr. Sandig, first of all, has been in Belgium, and secondly, he is back, and thirdly, he has nothing that the school board asked him to send to us. So we have no school board business or amendments this evening. And I'm just going to carry this right on into new business. Mr. Sandig also, I talked with him today. He was trying to speak Dutch, but he did not. That's where he's been. But anyway, he said that he wasn't certain that he was going to have any school board amendments or business until the first of the year. That they're mostly concentrating on zoning, and we're not building anything, and they're not moving any money around, but he said it could happen. I bring that up because of our December meeting is Christmas Day, and I looked at that and I figured that y'all probably don't want to meet on Christmas Day. Mrs. Taylor, we can decide this next time if you wish, but Ms. Taylor said that she gave me 4 dates one of which I know you don't want is the day after Christmas, but the week before, the Tuesday before is available, the Wednesday before, and the Thursday before, 18, 19, or 20th of December. And we can decide right now, or we can decide when we get back together again, and you can just think about it.
I would suggest we schedule it for Tuesday, the 18th, Mr. Chairman, and then you can cancel it if we don't have anything pressing.
That sounds like an excellent idea. I don't think I need a motion to that effect, but
I have a conflict for another committee I'm the
Uh-oh.
chairman of, meets that night, the Rutherford County Agricultural Committee, but that's not that big a deal, but I would think hope we could
Cancel it.
cancel it or schedule it between now and then. But-
well, as you know, I had nothing. I'm hoping to cancel it.
Yeah.
And if we don't have any pressing business from either the mayor or something that we just absolutely have to do, or from the school board, I'll probably cancel that meeting. So you want to go ahead and put it on the 18th, and is that all right with everyone? Other comments?
It wouldn't hurt to hold that night before somebody else.
Yeah,
does, maybe.
that was my thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and get it if we can. And if we have to meet, we will. Any other new business from any of you? I want to give you kind of a Saturday report, just a little bit, when I get a chance here, but I want to give you a chance. Is there new business from anyone? Any topics that you want to cover?
I would like, somebody mentioned the good doctors at the health department, made me think of something. The community lost, this is the Health and Education Committee, that lost a great person, Mr. Sereno, Dr. Shacklet passed away in the last few weeks. He delivered myself and my brother and
A legend.
did great
Truly a
things
legend.
to
Yeah.
half the people in Rutherford County that are long time. And I just like to say we lost an absolute treasure in Dr. William Shacklet. It was
That was
Great
well
member of the
put,
community.
and you're exactly right. Like I say, he was a Rutherford County legend going back decades. He's going to be missed for sure.
Yeah, his wife passed September 2nd.
You may have seen this in the newspaper. I was kind of embarrassed in a way that it was in there because the school board had what they called a retreat on Saturday morning, and they retreated all the way at least 50 feet into Mr. Odom's office there. And I don't know who all spoke. I do not know because it was all day on Saturday. But for some reason they put in the paper, I guess because I was the 8 o'clock guy, they put my name in there, and then they didn't mention anybody else, like I was going to be there for 8 hours or whatever, and it was more like 20 minutes or so. But we discussed a number of things, and what I was really interested in, and I stayed for the construction, Mr. Clardy's discussion, was kind of what are they planning, if they would kind of tell me a little bit and so forth, and when, that sort of thing, when we could expect, if they were going to have any requests, etc. And they have a tour that the school board is working on this weekend. And they're going to various sites and looking at some things that they are thinking about requesting. And looks like it'll be the first of the year. And I asked Mr. Sandvig today if he would come in January, and he'd probably be here anyway, probably. But if he would, one of his topics could be possibly letting us know how the funding is coming that the school board promised to help us with opening Sturridge Creek. And he kind of indicated that January or February would be a time where he could start getting some preliminary figures, and I told him we would be very interested in those. And so I just thought I'd kind of pass that along to you. So they're getting a priority list together like they always do, and I asked them for a new 5-year plan. I said those have been very helpful in the past, and I think revise the one you have now or bring us something new. So I just thought I'd pass that along to you. We had a very nice meeting. Like I say, I was just one small little part of that.
Well, I'm glad that our school system's not in the mess that Davidson County is.
Yeah,
We have a lot to say for our school board.
I agree. And I'd have to say that just the beginning relationship, I guess we've probably known most of these people, the three new ones. Mr. Nipper has been in front of steering a couple of times and was on the board. Mr. Young, I've known him a while, has a business out in the county. Ms. Blankenship is a substitute teacher and has been active in education, gosh, all her life, I guess, as well as her family members. And they seem like they're working hard and right on top of it. I mean, but, you know, we shall see. They're brand new, and I'm, like all of us were at one time or another, certainly myself, overwhelmed for a few weeks or maybe even months and with the job at hand. But they'll catch up. They'll be fine, I think. Anything else? Any other committee member wants to bring up at this time? If not, I thank you for your efforts, and we are adjourned.